So, hi and welcome back. And yeah, I'm back at home in the living room and thought I'd do this setup. I've got plenty of time at the moment. It's Friday, it's 23rd of December, and I just had some bad news. It looks like I'm at home by myself on Christmas Day. The rest of the family are actually ill, and I can't say what it is, but I think you know the condition or the illness that they've got, so I don't really need to mention that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to talk you through some of the things that have been going on. I had some of the not cine still. I had some of the Kodak 250 D color negative film, and I got it from China, or China. I'm saying that it's Hong Kong, and I think I mentioned it in one of my previous videos about how it arrived by every. It got here, it did get here, so I was quite pleased with that. And I went out and took the 18 shots, and I was looking at the price of processing. I was like, expensive. And I found a guy, a lady, or a guy, I don't know who they are, on eBay, and they were charging £9 for processing, and I think it was about 90p of postage and packing. So sent it off to them. I was in Cambridge a few days ago, and I posted it from there, and I received the photographs back today, and I think I've got footage of me taking or talking about taking shots of that. So that's going to come up next, and then because I'm on my own for Christmas Day, I'm going to go out and take some photographs. I don't know what film yet. It depends on what the light's like, but I've mostly got black and white negative. However, I've still got another one of the 250D films if it's a little bit darker. And I don't know if I can blur this out or not. I'm going to see if I can blur this out so you can't actually see what it is. But I've got two rolls of this particular film here, and they are an amazing price. It's basically expired film by about 16 years, and I was surprised. I got both rolls for 11 quid. So, if I can get that, and I've been looking for other places to do my processing, found some cheaper places. Will they do them at the same quality? I honestly don't know. And then I've got this. Oh, let's reach over. It'll probably go out of focus, or is it going to follow me? Anyway, so I've also got this film to develop here. This is the NK2100. And someone said to me in the comments about getting some distilled water, or deionized water, should I say. And I went to Tesco's and I've got some of that. So I'm going to change the way I process slightly. And I might put that in this video as well, because this video is probably going to be a bit longer than the normal ones, because obviously I've got plenty of time to do it now. I'm not doing other things. And I may show you the new process I'm using for this as well. So what we're going to do is I'll show you the footage I shot with the 250D film, and then we're going to go out to have a walk in town on Christmas Day. So the idea is I put this video up on Christmas evening, so you should see it pretty much the same day as I video a lot of the stuff. And there's something coming to Bedford which I was quite interested in about, and I'm thinking, do I use them or do I not use them? And I want to see what your comments are about it when I show you the place. It's not there yet. It's going to be there because they've put a sign up. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. There's a buy me a coffee link down in the description if you'd like to buy me a coffee. Should I do Patreon? Let me know your thoughts. I don't have a great deal of subscribers, and I don't have a huge amount of views, but it helps me to fund this channel, as it were. Anyway, enjoy the rest of the video. So hi and welcome back, and I'm out and about again, and it's outrageously cold, and I've got this 250D film, the Vision 250D, and I got it from China, or should I say Hong Kong, and it was £5 for the roll, or £5 4p or something per roll. I got two of them. You would have seen it in a previous video because I was talking about the films I've got. So this is actually I'm actually filming that before this, but that one will go out before this video does. So, and it costs something like 60 or 70p for the postage from Hong Kong. I can't post a film in this country for under about 253 quid, I think. So yeah, it's kind of great that you can get such cheap films and stuff. And I've also found a processor for it that's going to cost, I think, including return postage, I think it's going to cost $9.99, which is another really, really cool thing. Look at that flashing light, that's the sun behind me. And that's the reason I'm out with it today, is because it is so bright and so sunny. I wanted to get some shots with it, so I've come down to what's called Bedford Park. I've been here before, I've taken photographs with you before, and I'm just wandering around to see if I can get anything of interest. Now, I've taken a few nice shots. There was a group of 3 ladies, 2 of them had red coats on and one of them had a black coat, and the black coat lady didn't stand in the middle, but I put my 70-150 lens on f4 on my Olympus, and I was getting 60s per second, so it wasn't really that good at all. Probably get some camera shake, which is a real pity. And it's always at times like this when I come out and do these photographs and stuff, I should bring my tripod with me. But I'm going to see what I can get in this lovely bright light. I'm meant to be going to Milton Keynes one day this week, and it's an 18 exposure film, and I'd say cost a £5, and I can get it developed for $9.99. So that's not a bad deal, is it? Whereas just buying an ordinary colour film that doesn't need its rem jet removed, costing so much more and costing so much more to process as well. So yeah, so hopefully I'll get something nice while I'm here to show you. So I'm actually down by the pond, and it's actually better if I go around this way rather than the other way, and then come back and go around the park. Like it's like a reverse circuit, what I normally do. Now, as I've taken a few shots, I've taken some frozen leaves, and that was my 50mm lens, and that was it was in shadow, so I'm not overly optimistic about that, and it was taken at f4, so hopefully I'll get something quite nice out of it, but we'll see what happens with that. And as I say, I've got no real like quite often I come out here, I've got no real agenda to what I want to photograph, and you know, see these leaves here on the trees, and I've got that 150 lens on. You can do a nice little zoom in on that and take a shot, but I say the contrast is probably too low for that here. What I need is like a bright light behind me. So as I say, it's just a case of wandering around, seeing what's available to photograph, and then taking a few shots and getting it processed. I don't know about you, but I think like many of us now, because of the postal strikes and the delay in post, things are taking a lot longer. But if you did see my last video and you haven't, or if you haven't seen it, go back and look at it, you'll see that I bought a load of film from Bristol Cameras, and that's giving away kind of where I got the cheaper film from out of the two of the films that you've seen already, or you may not have seen. And I've got lots of stock on black and white. I've got a few colour. I've got another roll of Precisa left, and I've got 3 or 4 different rolls. I've also found another cheaper supplier of 54 UN, and the reason I've got the 54 UN and also the Svema 100 is I'm trying to find out which one of the two I prefer as my favourite film. So that's coming up soon as well. So yeah, lots going on, a lot more than has been, because I've been away working in Portugal, and you should find out about that in another video about why I was there. And anyway, so that's what's going on. I'm hopefully over Christmas and New Year, things have been quiet for work, so I'll be able to get out more and take some photographs. Okay, so back in London, and I only got to take 2 photographs in Milton Keynes the other day, and I've just arrived in, and I normally get off at London Bridge where I did today, but there was a spectacular shot from Blackfriars railway station looking down the Thames, and you could see Tower Bridge, you can see Canary Wharf and the area around there, and it was this beautiful bright mist, and I didn't get out, and the problem was I'd be shooting through glass, which would have caused lots of problems and reflections and stuff like that, so I didn't take the shot, thinking I'll get a similar sort of shot from London Bridge itself, and that just didn't happen. For some bizarre reason, because of the way the Thames curves, you see you see Canary Wharf area better
from Blackfriars than you do from London Bridge, and it's really difficult to explain. I will have to take a shot of it when I go back through London Blackfriars again, and show you what I mean. I also don't think I'm going to be in time to get this, but Tower Bridge has just opened, and I'm walking towards it now, but I think it'll be down by the time the boat's gone through, so when I get there to get a shot of it. This is going to be my day, I think. My train was an hour and 50 minutes this morning instead of 40 minutes like it normally is, because they had frozen points and all the trains were getting stacked up, and we were behind other trains in the queue. So it's a bit of a pain in the backside, to be honest with you. Here's one for you. How much does it cost you to open Tower Bridge? And the answer is, it's free. You just have to book it in advance, apparently. I was looking at the information the other day. I saw I'm at the Hayes Gallery. I'm trying to get through to get at least some sort of shot of it as we go along, but hopefully I've got to get past HMS Belfast before I can get a good shot of it. I don't know if I'll be able to do that. Well, good morning. It's Christmas morning, and there's a couple of places open. They have the emergency dentist on Christmas Day, and the little corner shop that's near me is open as well, which is quite good. Not that I need it, I managed to get all my stuff in. So I'm just going to go for a little wander around town and talk to you for a little bit. And I've got my Minolta 7000 with me. I've got some C200 still in it, or C200 equivalent. I think it's the another film, but it's actually a C200. So I'm going to try and take a few shots with that. It's very overcast, very miserable, but we'll see what happens. So they've stopped having the Christmas lights on during the day. I guess they're saving money and saving the planet at the same time, I guess. And there's a huge reef in front of the actual Two Faces, and I just wanted to show you something that's around the corner, a new shop that's coming I mentioned about earlier on. And is it a place, I don't know, have you ever used this company yourselves? There's Snappy Snaps, instant photographs, personalised gifts, wall art, picture frames, business printing. I don't know. I say I've had friends use them, and if you're just going to get a film developed through them, like a colour film, you know, it's either going to go drastically wrong, or you're going to get an okay result with the developing, and then do your scans yourself. But I don't honestly know. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. I think the worst thing about Christmas Day, especially living in the town and living very close to the town centre, is everything's closed and not many people about, and yeah, it kind of reminds you of lockdown, which is not nice, but it's only for a day or so it's not that bad. So I'm not just looking for something to photograph, the problem is I don't know about available light. It's really, really quite dark, and I don't know if I'm able to get a shot of anything, because I'm running at, I think it's about 64 ISO, so it's really low ISO, and I don't know quite what I'm going to get exposure wise, but we'll try and get at least one shot, or at least finish this film. I've probably got about 4 frames left on it. So how is it the town can be almost empty and have perhaps 2 or 3 people around, and the one thing that happens is you want to take this shot, and somebody goes and stands there for a while while you want to take a shot there. It always happens to me. Anyway, so I'm getting exposure rates of about 125th f2.8, so I'm getting something, so I can at least finish off this roll of film. Now the other film that I've got, I don't want to waste any of the shots, because it's a film that I've been wanting to get hold of for a while, so I may put it in the camera, but I won't use it today because it's not bright enough for it, and it's, as I say, nearly 20 years expired as well, so we'll see. I think I've got about 3 or 4 frames left which I can take, and then there's something happening this afternoon, I hope, and we'll come back to you with that if it does happen. Okay, so it's now just before 2 in the afternoon, and I'm heading up to Bedford Park, and when I've finished filming this bit, I'll call it a day for this video. And, apparently my friend who owns a cafe in town also owns a cafe in the park, and he said he was going to open up for 2 hours for people to pop along, especially people, I mean, looking at people who are on their own for the day like myself, but I've been speaking to my family, my mum and my dad, and they're both still ill. So actually my dad's not ill, it's my my mum and my 2 sisters are the ones that are ill, and they're okay, they're coughing, spluttering, and so I thought I'd walk up and see if he was going to be open or not. So as you know, I went out this morning taking some photographs with some colour film, and I was in the bus station, and it was so like grimy and horrible. I thought I need to go get some black and white film, so I went back out with some Svema and 100 ISO, and I was getting 120th of a second, you know, same sort of value as I was for the colour film when I was talking about in town earlier on. I've got that to develop. I won't do that till probably the new year, because I'm probably going to get some ID11, which I prefer to develop it in rather than Rodinol, which I have got. Mind you, I could try it in FX39 if I can get the developing times, so we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to see if my friend's cafe is open for 2 hours. I'll spend a little bit of time there if I can. So as per his word, he's open, and there's me having a Christmas cappuccino. But sat outside. He can't open the inside bit today. So yeah. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video.